Welcome to Shom Machshav on the Daf. Shir sponsor Lo Nishma Sam Bak Shom Le'Abas Yitzchok. We're holding Bo Basra Daf Nun Hey. Throughout the Daf, the Gemara discusses Dina de Malchuso Dina, which means a din of the Malchus is a good din, and it's a din that you have to follow. The famous Ran over here in the Sugya explains why is Dina de Malchuso Dina? Because the king owns all the lands in the land. And therefore, anybody who lives in his land must follow the judgment, must follow the rules of the king. The Rashbam argues in the Ran, and the Rashbam Shita is that the reason Din of Hashem Dina is a din is because that was the acceptance of the people of the land. People don't want to have anarchy. People don't want to have a mess. They want to have a law and order. If not, Ish Yisraelu Chaim below. So they agree to accept on themselves the idea and the rules that the king gives. Now, these two explanations works very well with another pchina that we find, Lagabi Dina de Malchuso Dina, in the Oimek Divrei Chazal. Chazal and Sefer Zohar tell us that Dina de Malchuso Dina, the word Dina, is the same letters of the name Adnos, Aleph Dalet Nun Yud, the name that we refer to Hashem, and this name refers to the midah, which is called the midah of the Malchus, the kingdom of Hashem. The way we call Hashem as the king, we use the shem Adnos as an Adon. He's an Adnos. And or for that, it's very appropriate in Chazal and Sefer Zohar to say Dina de Malchuso Dina. Dina is the letters Adnos, Dina de Malchuso Dina. The Shlo adds another addition over here. Brings the following. We know that in the din in the world, there's two levels of din. Din is judgment. But there is a strict judgment, and then there is a more lighter judgment. We know Akash Baruch Hu wanted to create the world with Midas Adin. He added to the din some mercy to make the din not so strong. It's brought down in many places that we use sometimes Dina, the stronger din, sometimes a softer din. The stronger din is called Dina Kasha, very strict din, and sometimes a Dina Rafia, it's a softer din. Another example is brought down that the 2 days of Rosh Hashanah, you have a Dina Kasha and a Dina Rafia. You have a strict din, and then you have a din which is a din that's combined with mercy. It's a din which is not so strict. So says the Shlo, when we say Dina de Malchuso Dina, you have two dinim. We're referring to the two dinim of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Dina Kasha and Dina Rafia. The strict din and the more lenient din. That's why it's a double. Dina de Malchuso Dina. There's two dinim over here. And they both refer to Malchus Hashem in the world. Maybe one can add to this, that these two concepts of din that we have depend on the two explanations of the Rishonim in Dina de Malchuso Dina. The explanation of the Ran is what? Dina de Malchuso Dina means that the king owns the lands, so anybody who lives in the land of the king needs to follow his rules. This fits very much with the Din of Melech Machem Lochav Kadosh Baruch Hu, that he owns all the lands. Anybody who wants to be in the Malchus Hashem, he needs to follow the rules. This fits the Dina Kasha. It's a strict din. There's no leeway. You either follow the rules, you either belong, you don't belong. But then, according to the Rashbam, what's the Rashbam explanation? Dina de Malchuso Dina means that the people accepted on themselves to follow the king's rules. It's the nice of Nishra of Am Yisrael that we accepted on ourselves to be the servants of Hashem. So this depends on us. This depends on what we do. This is a more Dina Rafia, a more lenient din where human beings can be involved. And this connects beautifully Dina Kasha, Dina Rafia. We know that Megal HaMukha says Dina Kasha refers to Torah Shebichtav, comes from above, very strict, Ayin Tachas Ayin, an eye for an eye. But then Torah Sheba'al Peh is Dina Rafia, is the way human beings can interpret it, understand it, connect it. Ayin Tachas Ayin means money. So from whatever comes from above, on top of us is Dina Kasha. Whatever human beings are involved is a Dina Rafia. So the Dina Kasha refers to the Pshat of the Ran, that HaKadosh Baruch Hu owns the land, so we need to follow the din. But Dina Rafia refers maybe to the Pshat of the Rashbam, that the idea is that we accepted it and we're involved. The two explanations that we're showing him work with the two dinim that are working Klapei Malo. Maybe one can say such a Pshat. Anyone want to join the Shom Machshav email us, so let's go please email shommachshav@gmail.com.